So Game was on I Am Athlete with Pac-Man Jones and Brandon Marshall. And he said he's better than 50 Cent, better rapper. I don't know, man, because he's always taking shots at 50 Cent and all this. Hey, 50 Cent's a legend. Just like, Game's Compton native Ice Cube says, like 50 Cent's a legend. And Games had a, documentary's a classic. But 50 Cent was on your first 3 singles. True or false? That's true. So, like 50 Cent deserves credit, man. Like his mixtapes are better than all the Game's albums, man. Like his early mixtape, especially his early mixtape days, like 2000, 2001, 2002, etc. That whole era just destroys Game. Like real talk, like Game could rap. If he's featured on a song, he'll nail it. He's better in that regard. But as far as like just making songs, the chorus, or even doing hooks, like I don't think he's all that great. Like just pure spitting, he's phenomenal. He says he's better than Eminem, but no, he's not better than Eminem. I mean, Eminem got more big records, and I understand like Eminem doesn't, like, oh yeah, nobody's slapping Eminem in the hood. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely true. That's damn true. I can't even deny that. But just from a rapping standpoint, like bar for bar, Eminem will like lyrically destroy Game though. He just will. Not to mention all his big records. But yeah, man, like Eminem has destroyed Jay-Z and Nas on tracks. It's 2 of Game's top favorite rappers. Like 50 Cent was on West Side Story, How We Do, Hate It or Love It. And like those are like all anthems. Like West Side Story is a street song. How We Do is for the clubs, Hate It or Love It. It's more like, talking about life, the struggles, this and that. Incredible song. But man, if they did a versus, and let's just say 50 Cent, I'll let it say the rules was, Game, you can't use any song with 50 Cent on it. What would Game use as his first song though? I don't know. Like, I really don't know. But if you were to be like, hey, 50, you can't use them songs you did with Game, 50 Cent would still be all good. And that's big facts right there. I mean, like 50 Cent, a lot of singles, man. He had like 4 singles, I think in the top 5 at one point. Only artist ever, or 4 in the top 10 songs. Not just hip hop songs period, like in 05 when he had Candy Shop, Just a Little Bit, How We Do, and Hate or Love It, the Game records, but he was on 4 of them though. He had 2 of his own, 2 a Game, So that's impressive. Someone's like, Joe Montana, he got 2 Super Bowls with Jerry Rice, 2 without him. But like, Game used to beg 50 Cent Jr. for reunions every other week. So what's up with them, man. And the thing is, Game and 50 Cent, when they were on songs, the song was amazing. They should have stayed as a duo, as a tandem, I think Game, it was more of a Jordan and Pippen thing. It's like Game was letting, Game was basically thought he was Jordan. He wasn't Pippen, He thought, no, we're 2 Jordans. Kind of like Game's, team, basketball team, Shaq and Kobe. They both wanted to be the number 1 guy. Eventually it fell apart. See, Game should have just, swallowed his pride. It's been like, hey man, let's just get into the studio, make hits. But hey, I do respect Game though for at least, like he believes that he's a better rapper than Eminem. He can beat anybody in the record. Even Jay-Z said, you gotta have that confidence. So I do salute that. But if they had a versus battle, 50 Cent will beat him. I'm sorry, man. The mixtapes, He got big mixtape records, big album records. Like, I mean, he was on songs going toe to toe with Nas, you know, from back in the day. Like, he could spit his old days, but, you know, can't front, man. Hey, Game can spit. Like 300 bars, like anything. But song making ability, is it great? That's the thing. See, it's almost like a wide receiver. Like he can run that deep route, you know. He can run a deep post, you know. But can he run those routes? Yeah. See, Game was that. He was like that wide receiver that can only run the deep route, and that's good. You know, you score your touchdowns here and there. Sometimes they're gonna be that safety over the top. You know, you gotta create separation. I don't know if he can see. That's Game. Game ain't that receiver that really creates separation. He deep post, one of the best to do it from a going deep post standpoint. You know, just spitting if the song's already there. But you know, I think Game's wrong, but I do admire the confidence. But I dare him to diss Eminem. Eminem will flame him. No, he just will. He just will, man. Like, yeah, I'm not saying Game can spit, because Game can like go toe to toe to an extent, but Eminem will just beat him. And Game used to always say, hey, you see, I diss a lot of dudes, but I don't diss Eminem, you know, because he'll end my career. That's what Game himself said, not me. That's what Game said himself years ago, you know. And even on that song they did, I believe it was on a documentary, it was called We Ain't. Well, anyway, they did a song, and then Game was like, look, Eminem just murdered me on my own ish. Come on now. He's admitting that Eminem beat him on his own song back then. So tell me that he don't know what's up. You know? So he's a little capping. He's capping right now. You know, he might as well work at Lid's hat store, you know, so much he's capping right now. But hey, man, hey, that's my opinion on that. That's my opinion on that. But I do like how he was talking about mental health things, you know, talking about like, you know, the ones who commit suicide are like the strongest dudes or the strongest people, you know. I don't like how he said Dr. Dre did less than Kanye did for his career, though. Nah, man. Dr. Dre, when he gave them beats, said, hey, 50, work with this man, save his career. Kanye wasn't, like, Kanye was getting dissed by Dame Dash and, or, you know, getting dissed by Jay-Z, because at the time, Jay-Z didn't even want Kanye. Supposedly that's what Dame Dash said, but, you know, so at that time, when Game was putting you on, when Dr. Dre was putting you on, Game, Kanye wasn't even getting loved by Jay-Z. But, you know, everybody got their own opinions. This is mine. 50 Cent's a legend. His first two albums are classics. The Massacre was a classic. I think it was a classic. I mean, the reason why people act like it's not that great is because it wasn't as good as Get Rich or Die Trying. Or, you know, it's, you know, because it was like different. It's different kind of beats. You know, he still had his hard stuff, but it just was kind of a different formula. And I wish he did keep that Get Rich or Die Trying formula, but I guess he felt like he had to evolve, so. But yeah, you know, Game had the song One Blood. He had some other stuff. Like I said, Game has some good songs too. But I just don't think he's messing with 50 Cent. Like, from a versus battle standpoint, you know, if he couldn't use them 50 Cent featured songs, he would be in trouble in the versus battle. That's just facts. Eminem, don't diss that, man. You even warned yourself years ago that you wouldn't diss Eminem. And now you're ready to, now you be throwing little shots at him now because you're looking for attention. But it's all good. Hey, y'all, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, man. What do you guys think, though? Like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. Tell me what y'all think about this interview.